Polish till you shine. I keep saying all the time that regardless of the situation, everywhere you find yourself, if you're a kid, if you're an adult, if you're an big man, you still have to polish because a lot of people are going through having hard times. But just be positive and know that it is well. My name is Kobby. I'm a blogger, an influencer in Ghana, and today I'm going to interview one superstar from the continent. Yo, this will be very huge for me, yes. And happy Christmas. We are connecting this interview right inside this crib in Ghana.
Yes, sir.
And so I want to say happy Xmas if you're watching us. Hey, my phone.
Christmas, it's Christmas, so he's allowed, it's Christmas.
Yes, it's Christmas.
Leave it, let it roll. This is Christmas. This is what it's actually like, guys.
They want more.
So to let you know that it's actually real, you're working on Christmas. It's real. It's real. He said they want Momo. Christmas Momo.
Yeah, so that was just by the way. So like I said, so I'm going to interview Eugy Ntu.
Hey.
Yeah, so his full name is Eugy Ntu from Ghana, West Africa. Fancy to be precise, but yo, I mean, this man, I don't know, stubbornness. He's not going to super. I mean, he gave us a global hits. This song went platinum, won some awards. I mean, it led him to the mogul, and it was crazy. Today, my guest is Eugy Official.
What up?
No, but before that, I want you to give me that song, Dance for Me a Little. So
all right. This is a Christmas rendition from my brother Kobby. Yeah. Shocky, Missy Al Qaeda, baby dancing for me, and Shocky, Missy Al Qaeda, baby dancing for me, and Shocky, Missy Al Qaeda, baby dancing for me, and one more. Shocky, Missy Al Qaeda, baby dancing for me. You get me?
So I mean, you guys, now you know who I'm about to speak to. How you doing?
My brother, I'm good, man. I'm good. You know, this is my first year in Christmas for like 25 years.
Wow.
Yeah, first time in Christmas in Ghana for Christmas. Yeah. Since I moved to London, I haven't.
So you're always in London?
Always, bro. So to be here like this is a different feeling, bro.
Even last year when we had the year of return, that the government said you people should come home.
Oh wait, last year I did come early. Twice. This is the second time.
This is
second time, yeah. And I do prefer it here. I prefer it here. I want to move. Yeah. But we'll talk about that.
Yeah, so I want to say God bless you so much. You're so your team for allowing me to come to the
Thank you guys for coming, man.
This conversation. I mean, there's no more arts that will do that. So I'm super humble to share this interview with you.
Thank you for coming, man.
Yes. To the people watching, I want you to give a quick, your background.
Yes.
Just quick one.
Okay, so I'm one of 6 children that my mom and dad had. Actually, my older brother passed away. So I then became next in line, the eldest. I've got 4 younger brothers and sisters. Dad's from Kumasi, mom's from Accra. I was born here. And then, dad and mom moved to UK. So they brought me over there when I was about 6 years old. Grew up in church, playing piano in the church. My brother's playing guitar and drums. We've done it. We've done our shift. God knows us. God knows us.
Use a keyboard to do things.
He knows us.
It's mentality.
I swear, bro, we've done it. So we've had life hasn't. I wouldn't say we've had a hard life. We weren't rich. My dad was never rich, but see, the one thing I can always say to people, my dad really taught us how to love people and how to operate, how to treat people well. And he always tells us that will get you a lot further than having money. Is how you treat people. So. I had an amazing upbringing from my mom and dad. I can be one of the few people that can say I had a solid upbringing. I didn't have no parents that argued, and they showed us love. So what they showed us is what I'm out here doing now. So yeah, bro, I moved to London. It was difficult. I had an accent. Yeah, they laughed for a bit, you know how it is, but we got used to it. And then we've been there. We've been living there. Even though I've been living in London, I always say that when we go back into the house, it's almost like walking back into Ghana. My mom and dad never changed up who they were. So even how we speak Tree and understood Tree, because they speak to us in Tree when we are at home. And we just talk back in English. So from there, started doing music when I was in secondary school. Tried. Then we even formed a group with my brothers. Did X Factor, Britain's Got Talent. Bro, we've done everything, man. To get here today, guys, it's
by grace.
By God's grace only, bro.
Now let's still stay within the space when you were young.
Yes.
What are some of the memories that you can remember that were so remarkable that you sit back and you reflect and say, yo, this particular thing. I remember, and it's been by grace.
I always say this, you know, like see, my uncles, when my mom and dad moved to London, I stayed here with my grandma, like my uncles and aunts. But I always just remember that on my birthdays, they always made sure I felt like it was my birthday. So even when I grew older, I always used to, when I got to London, I used to tell my mom and dad that, yo, I will never forget that birthday. There's one birthday my Uncle Joe did for me, and they always say that the adult has to sit at the head of the table. I always remember this when I was a kid. But that one birthday, he let me sit there. You get what I'm saying? And I'll never forget, like some people, people say they got mistreated by their family members and blah, blah. Me, I honestly cannot tell you I have any bad experiences. My uncles and aunties, they loved me, bro. They treated me so well. So I only have good memories. My childhood, I only have good memories, bro. Yeah.
Now, growing up, so you left Ghana when you were 6.
Yeah, that's right.
And you moved to the London. Yeah. Looking at that childhood space, what were some of the things that added up to you, that values when you moved to London?
I think definitely upbringing in terms of here, discipline, manners. I'm not saying, you know, in England we don't have that, but here is a bit more disciplinarian, you know what I mean? And it's not a bad thing.
Teach you how to use your right,
yeah,
to say
don't
please.
Don't use your left, don't wave with your left, don't, so many things, bro. But what you don't realize is those things are very good for you to be equipped with in life when you move forward, because some people might even see it as overboard, but it's not. As long as you go somewhere and you leave a good mark on people, how you treat them and how you're dealing with them, I think it speaks volumes. So the training I had here, or the upbringing I had here, when I went there, it was clearly that it was different. Like I could realize everybody was different. You know, we say please and thank you to everything. Absolutely everything. I call my mom and dad. And I had friends that would call their mom and dad, but Jim, you know what I mean? Sandra. I'm looking at them like, bro, is that what you're calling your mom and your dad? Like,
yo, their name just straight.
Bro, I'm like, bro, you can't say that. Oh no, my mom's fine. Hey. Sometimes they be saying that shout out back to them. I'm like, geez, you're gonna die, you know, bro. But that's life, bro. So it's different, but yeah, it helped me. I think me being born here has made me who I am. Like I went to London and I learned a lot from London as well. But what it's actually helped me do is have a best of both worlds experience, if you want to call it that. You know what I'm saying? Because I get to live in London and enjoy what London has, but like my upbringing, my heart, my soul is Ghanaian. So.
Now, for those of us who have not traveled before,
you will. Don't worry.
And we watch movies.
Yes.
Kids from the outside come to Ghana, and we notice one thing: confidence in them.
Yeah.
But in Ghana or in Africa, when you're growing up, you see how timid the kids are.
Yeah.
How will you also address that issue? Do you think that if you are giving that space to educate parents out there, what would you tell them in terms of, allowing their kids to have that confidence?
And this is why I'm grateful for my mom and dad. My dad was strict. Let me not lie to you. He wasn't some easygoing Joseph. Kojo.
Mr. Joseph
Kojo, yeah. So my dad
mom's name?
Miriam.
Miriam.
Yeah. So serious. My dad was a serious guy, but one thing he had was he was willing to learn. Even at that age, he was willing to learn about us, his children, and because one thing you have to understand is parents are doing that job for the first time. They haven't done it before either, so they're only going to do it based on what they think is best for their child. So one thing I can always say is my dad always allowed us to express ourselves. I'm not talking about talking out of turn or doing this and that. He told us, look, you got to study, you got to do this. If you do those things, if there's anything extra you want to do, I will support you. As long as you don't step out of, like, you don't, leading people astray, you're not being explicit, I have no problem. So it's like a balance. You kind of have to meet. It's hard because I know as an adult you think your child doesn't know anything, but you have to allow your child to think and have their own mind and reason with them. Actually, my dad used to have conversations with me like this. I can remember when I was young, my dad would sit with me and he would talk to me like this, bro.
I'm sure because of the exposure he got when he traveled to.
That's what it was, bro. Of course.
London.
Of course.
Because how will you see an African parent calling his son, yo, how you doing?
Yeah.
Bro, let's go. Let's go and chill. Let's go.
My dad really be talking to us like he was dad, but we always we were scared of him. And when I say scared, not that we're scared he's gonna do something about, because he's our dad.
That mutual respect.
Yeah, the respect, not fear, respect. But we could always approach him. He was someone that is approachable. My mom was always approachable, so I didn't really have to hide. I did some 1-2 bad things, as boys do. But I never really had to hide.
When you had your first kiss?
My first kiss?
Your first kiss.
Hey! Kobby want to finish me! Mom and dad, look away now, yeah? I was about 15, I think, you know. Yeah, I was quite young. But
You had the first kiss?
yeah, 15, yeah. 15.
And our first sex?
Hey, that one I'm still virgin.
That's how they I want to double you. I'll double
He
you.
wants to double me, you know.
Good.
That's
Now,
good.
let's still stay with parents
Yep.
and a kiss.
Yeah.
Talent.
Yeah.
You also notice in Africa, again, that this child wants to do music, want to pursue music, want to go into graphic design, want to do soccer.
Yeah.
And that relationship with parents telling them that, or giving them that momentum, that spirit, that you need to do this, this is what you want to do.
My dad explained this to me. You've got to think about it till like 34.
I want you to speak directly to African parents.
Alright, but you know, it's not their fault. So this is actually me speaking to both sides. This is a both sides.
Okay.
What you have to understand is 30, 40 years ago, you couldn't tell someone you're going to be a footballer and they'll tell you you're going to make a living out of it, bro. You couldn't. Money wasn't in it like that. They weren't looked at as respectable. My dad told me back then, musicians were the ruffians, the dropouts, the football. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Those days?
Yeah, those days. But I'm saying times are changing now. So what you actually find now is the parents are now a lot more loose. I feel like now the parents are a bit more understanding because, as my dad said, in London you can work in Asda. And this is not me dissing anybody in Asda because it's a good job. You can work in Asda, bro. You can fill your shelves every night, bro. And you walk away with 20 to 30,000 pounds every year. If you sit on that and you save, bro, within 5 to 10 years, you've got enough to start a business. So it's about your perspective and how you view things. So the only thing I can say to African parents is please listen to your children. Just find out what their passions are. Because sometimes a lot of people are doing things that their heart's not in. And that's a waste. You don't want that. You're not going to be the best person that you can be because you're doing what somebody else wants you to do, not what you want to do. So the only advice, parents, please allow your children to express themselves, and children, speak to your parents.
Speak to
your parents.
Let's move to another space of the conversation.
Yes,
We'll
sir.
talk about your music.
Yes, sir.
Dance for Me.
Yes.
Released in 2016.
Yeah.
And we're having a conversation backstage back door.
Yeah.
And I mean, the fact that you were not even ready for this, and the song was all over in China, in Korea, and you woke up like, yo, and your nieces and your nephews were like, yo,
come and pick me at last.
Share that experience with that particular song and how you came about it.
So yeah, Dance With Me, everybody knows that song changed my whole life, changed a lot of people's lives around us. But yeah, we were there. Team Salute, we got Team Salute. They sent Easy a beat for a song, and at the time, Easy wasn't really fond of the beat because he had another idea. So when I heard it, I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, let me try something on this. So one of the days I went out with one of my friends, a French guy, a white French guy, and he loves black music. So he's French. He's French, but he's Romanian. So he's, you know what I mean? He loves sauce. So in my head, I was like, I need to do a song that my friend would enjoy, and also still stay true to who like we are as Africans. So the first two moves I had, Shoki and Al Qaeda, that's Nigeria and Ghana. And I was like, what dance move can I put in that would allow people that are maybe not African to also enjoy this song as well? So when we said the dab, and I did it like that, and then I saw how my friend reacted, bro, I knew that we had something. But it wasn't until the next day we had like a evening party at one of the apartments that I think Easy or Malik had. And everybody came over, Eddie Caddy, Pater Rankin, Malik was there, Chop Daily, everybody was there, and we played that song, bro. And the way everybody was reacting in that place, I was like, guys, I think we actually...
You saw the big picture of that song.
Yeah, I was like, wait, so we actually have a hit? And even when we did, bro, we didn't plan. What plan? We had no marketing plan. The only thing we did was got my brothers to do like a little viral video, because the girls love my brothers, they're very pretty boys. So they did like a tempting video for the girls with the song. So that kind of helped it. And then Easy, big up Mr. Easy. Easy's very smart.
Yes, very intelligent.
Very smart. So he has a good network as well. So what he was doing, and I didn't realize at the time, was he was actually letting some of his people post, and they were spreading it. So the song was good, it was going viral, and Easy was making other people post and post and post. Bro, I was sitting there when we first dropped the song, and within the first hour, we had about 10,000 plays on SoundCloud. So my brother's ringing my phone, like, he's ringing me like, so I answered the phone like, yo, what's up? He's like, Huge, have you seen your numbers? I'm like, nah, like, why, what's happening? You're on 10K on SoundCloud already. I'm like, what? He's like, Huge, go on SoundCloud now. Bro, I went to look, 10K. I'm like, how is that possible? How can it have been played 10,000 times in 1 hour? I've never seen that, bro. And what was crazy is just before, we had just dropped the song Body. and Body was doing really well. We got like 100k, like 100k first month. I'd never done that, bro. So I thought I was on. I was like, we've done 100k, wow! And then out of nowhere, Dance For Me came and completely obliterated it, bro. Turned it into something else, bro. We weren't prepared, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
So at that point, you had no like a YouTube account.
I had a YouTube account,
but it wasn't active.
It was active. Let me big up Dexter from Chop Daily, because Dexter from Chop Daily, he was one of my best friends, but he was also managing me at the time. So he had a plan. But you see, artists, we have our own way of thinking. So what he was doing, because I was a bit wayward, he would just try and guide me. So there's a lot. I have a lot to give thanks to him for, because things probably worked better because he was there. If he wasn't there, it might have gone left. But he was always making sure things were on point. So we had a YouTube channel. We were even linked with, like, you know, Sherry Silver. She's a dancer from East Africa. Back then, she was even helping us. So she was dancing to our songs, and we had YouTube going. We were trying. And what we were doing was Instagram freestyles. We used to do a lot of that. So that's how we were building the profile, bro. But
so currently, as you speak, what's the numbers on YouTube for that?
Subscribers? Oh, for the video?
Yes.
Should we have a check?
Let's have a check.
Let's have a check.
So guys, we're still talking to the man Eugy, and we're talking about that monster hit. That's what it is. So let's check it out. And yo, are you kidding me?
You know what's crazy, bro? Look, remember we dropped this video first. We had a dance video first, and then we signed it, and the label wanted a bigger budget video.
Yes.
So the first video did this, and then we stopped it.
Just the dance video.
Yeah, and then that one did that.
So the dance video, as we are speaking now, December 2020, that's 13 million views. And yes, that's a dance video. And official, Eugy and Mr. Easy Dance For Me official video produced by
Team Salute.
Team Salute. Yeah. It's 38 million views. Yo.
But it's good.
No, but that's money.
But it's good. Hey! Yeah.
That's money.
But that one is another story, bro, because labels.
Yeah. We'll come to labels. Yeah. So let's move away to labels. I was about asking, at a point as a young act, then you have your songs rotating all over.
Yeah.
Now you see labels chasing after you because they see potential. Yeah. They see potential, they see talent.
Yeah.
At that point, tell us some of the labels that approach you and how the things go.
See, for Dance For Me, bro, we had meetings with everybody. And this is when you see, when I was younger, there was dreams. I always had that dream of that vision.
How many years then?
I was 26, 25.
26, yeah. 7, 8, 9. So you're 30 now?
32.
32.
Oh no, so I was 27. 27,
okay.
Yeah. So it's crazy because I've always envisioned sitting in like boardrooms with like labels and them saying, "Oh, we want to sign you." But when I got there, do you know what it's like? It sounded like loads of salesmen. Do you understand? Not in a bad way, because that's what a label is meant to do: find hot products and help it and put it out there. But when I got there, I was like, "Wow, I'm actually sitting in Sony building. I'm in Atlantic. I'm in Warner. It was surreal, bro." But for me, that was the sign I needed to let me know that what I was doing wasn't for waste. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you need that kind of validation, but for me, them being interested in them hitting me up so much and let me know that we were doing something right. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot to learn from labels, bro.
I mean, I wanted to share with, especially with the up and coming acts coming there. If you are going into signing an agreement or label, what are some of the key things that they
to look out for? Firstly, what I would actually suggest to all artists is that try and build your brand. It's hard, but try and build your brand first. Know what you want, as in have your own plan, have a business plan even. Go as far as having your own business plan, get your lawyer, get everything ready. It might seem early, but be on point, because guess what? Labels love a person who knows what they're doing. It makes their job easier. And you actually get better terms from a label if you have your own machine running. And this is something that I feel like the information is available, but it's not taught widely enough for people to understand this. You get what I'm saying? So I think it's a responsibility of us artists that I'm not blown yet, bro. Like, but I'm still getting there. But some of us who have experienced it, we have to try and pass this information on to those who are up.
But will you also blame artists that a lot of them quite also want to focus on? Yes, they're musicians, they sing, they record, but most of them also lack that education. That's self-learning. Because, and like you said, I've watched interviews of Mr. Easy. And you could tell how this guy is, aside music, how he's investing into knowledge.
You have to, bro. In life in general. I always say to people, in this life, bro, you have to be willing to learn, bro. Like, because Nobody knows everything. No one alive knows everything, bro. So that means there's always something new to learn out there. That's how I see life, bro.
And I'm learning something from you today.
Bro, and I'm learning from you. Do you understand? I swear to bro, everything is a lesson, bro. That's how you have to see life and anything that you do. If you want to do it the best you can, you have to study it, you have to learn it. So even Easy, bro, Easy's younger than me. But the knowledge that boy has,
Yeah, I tell you.
from when we first met, I knew I was like, this guy is not normal. And he's always there, he's always educating himself. So even it inspired me. Because I was like, if my little bro can do this, what's my excuse for sitting around? Do you know what I'm saying? So it makes you have to wake up. Like,
yes, I've also been with Sarkodie for a minute, and he talks about
big up Sark, man.
Yes,
That's our big bro, man.
Talks about labels. coming to sign him, and he said no, and trying to. like you said, building his brand and all that. And recently, I don't know if you follow Kyei West, also came to tweets about labels are cheating and all that.
Let's not lie, bro. The system is very. I don't want to use the word cheating because they've done things, they've helped people, they've done their thing.
But the bigger picture is to favor them.
Yeah, of course. And that's what people have to realize is that it's all a business. So you can't expect a label to, they'll have their best interest, they'll look out for you, but they can't put you first. They have to think about themselves. So as they're thinking about themselves, also you be thinking about what's best for yourself.
So Sarkodie made a statement that it's good to go into partnership than to just.
That's what I'm saying. You see what I said about setting your own business up. So by the time you go to the label, it's not going to be like we're signing an artist. It's like we're doing a partnership, a joint venture.
Because you're a huge company on your own.
That's what I'm saying. Then by that point, the terms are favorable for you because they've seen that. Oh, this is. I can see it's going to work. They've put the paperwork down. They've shown me this number, they've shown me that. This is what generates this. Once you show them that, bro, they'll actually be on your favorable terms.
So how much did it make on this song?
Well, let's
38 million.
We break it down so you can really understand. So I'm not gonna give specific numbers. I'll leave it to the man, but advance we got between 50 to 100k advance, and we shared that between
pounds or
pounds. Easy, me, Team Salute. Team Salute, there's 3 of them, so 5 of us. Now, what it is the type of deal you sign. This is why you have to be really careful. There's some deals that you call like a 360 deal. So what happens is they give you an advance and then they pay for everything. But what happens is when they're recuperating, they recuperate from your percentage, not the majority.
Wow.
It doesn't come out of the
producer or...
It comes out of the 8% that I would get is what is going to pay back the whole money that they put into the song. So while everyone is eating their 70%, this one's eating this, the 8% that an artist might earn is what will pay back all the 100k. So it's going to take forever. Do you understand? So you see all these numbers, but the person might not actually be touching the money.
It's not really reflecting like you're not taking the
because actually it's paying back the advances and the stuff out of a small percentage that you get. So if we did this independently,
you're far gone.
Bro, you're far gone. I might have a house in Mars, bro. On Mars, bro, you know what I mean?
No, but even aside
but we still eat, let me not lie.
Aside YouTube,
we've still
on iTunes and all that.
We've still eaten well. We've eaten, bro.
And the opportunities. You're still eating from the song.
Very well. The opportunities this song has brought for us. The doors is open.
The place, the events.
Yes.
So share with us. Let's go into it. The place you perform.
Bro, O2 Arena, Wembley. We've done. I performed in China, Sanya, some festival there.
Wow.
Amsterdam, we've done that. We've done Paris. We've done Stockholm.
Your biggest stage.
Has to be O2.
O2
Arena. That's like 20,000. No. Actually, Paris, Bercy, I think that was about 20 something thousand with my friend called Orelsan. He's a French artist and he brought me on this tour. So that one, I think, bro, I couldn't see the back. Could not see the back.
And they were screaming.
And it was on TV as well. But that was...
You as an artist, when you jump on stage with this record, people singing, like what goes through you?
No better feeling. You know, if you walk to your account and you type your pin and then there's a million in there. That feeling. That's how it feels. When you give me that mic and Dance For Me is coming on and I go on this, because I can see the excitement of the people. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's what feeds me. So when I see that, I'm like, yo. At that point, the dance moves I do, I don't even know. I'm not even I don't even know what I'm doing at that point, bro. So yeah, but we love it. We love it. The reaction, everyone's reaction to the song is priceless, bro. That's what.
So how many songs do you have to your credit as we speak?
Have I counted how many songs I have? Okay, let's give a little rundown. We started with Munsa, we had Chance, we had Body. After Body, we did Dance For Me. After Dance For Me, we went to the EP. So there was 6 on that. That's 10. 10. And we go to Complicated. I reckon I probably dropped about 15 to 20 songs. But not consistently. Yeah. That's
Now, what can an artist do to stay relevant?
Stay, like, keep up to date with what's going on. Try and find a younger relative. Yeah, I'm telling you, that's the one thing that's saving me is all my little cousins and stuff. So, what, Eugy, have you seen this? Or they send me stuff, so you find out, but you have to be submersed in the culture of what you're doing. It can't be, you really have to be involved. You really have to be submersed in it. And be proactive. You know what I mean? Go to events, link up with people. Don't be scared to make friends. I know everyone says, no new friends, blah, blah, but in this life, if you don't meet people and talk to people, you ain't gonna make no connection. So, like, be willing to talk to people and find out. Don't be scared to ask for help. You know what I mean? But stay relevant, bro. Just be true to yourself. How about that? Don't try and be something you're not.
Now, Ghana.
Yes, sir.
That is where you come from.
Yes, sir.
The Ghana music industry.
Yeah.
The state of the industry. From what you said, what is the state of the Ghana music industry?
You know what? I think it's a transitional stage. The only reason I say that is because now we've seen a lot of the young artists are having a chance. I can't really say when we I don't remember any young artists. Yeah. It was all like Daddy Lumba, they were older, a bit older. But now down to Machi and that. But now we have young boys like 16, 17.
Mention their names. I wanted to give.
Well, those American boys. I don't know how old they are, but those boys are young. J Bad, Yao, Tog, Reggie. Those boys, they seem quite young.
Kobby
Jama. Do you understand what I'm saying? They have a chance now.
Probably Eugy, Kyei, can promise.
I think the garden industry is at an amazing place right now, bro. All that's left now is how to allow the artists to eat how the UK eats. Like, we have a whole infrastructure system, royalties.
That's my next conversation.
Because for me, it's like Promise. I know Promise. When Promise comes up, they love him abroad. So when he comes, they will pay top dollar for Promise. You get what I'm saying? And he gets numbers. But it's like, why is it here? He's not getting. There needs to be a system. There needs to be something in place that's paying.
The hit record is not reflected into his account.
Like, why? Do you understand what I'm saying?
But the song is all over. They're just playing it.
Bro,
the system is.
I'll be in Amsterdam in a taxi, and I'm hearing Promise. Too many times, bro. So for me, it's like, I just feel like we need to find a way to, and I don't know how. I'm not an expert at that, but we need to find a way to get money into the industry here.
Like investors.
Yeah. I don't know if they have like a society or something, like a royalty. I don't know.
Yes,
the fact that artists don't get paid for radio play here.
No.
It's weird.
Because I spoke to, these guys are also my very good friends, Reggie and Wally.
Okay.
My very good friend. Very, very. I mean, they are dropping an album next month, and we were talking, and they tell you how they'll play their songs in the mall, and they'll just send them a message. So we played your song in the mall, and so you're going to receive your money at the end. They are sitting down, whether they get their song or they don't get their song.
Every 4 months,
the money is just coming.
Every quarterly you get a royalty check. And you have to think about it like this. An artist has to survive too. And this is what people don't realize. They might think we're rich and bro, it's a long road, Before we actually become stable, it's a long road, bro. It takes a lot. So we need to find a...
So let me show you, with you, one of our problems.
Yeah.
Because the system and the structures are not working.
Yeah.
Most of the artists are dependent on hit songs.
Yeah.
And so in Ghana, if you don't get a hit song, you're not relevant. And it's also forcing most artists to record songs that are not timeless.
It's more short, like pop, like quick.
You understand? Yeah. And so if event organizers are watching and they're going to give opportunity to everyone out there, regardless whether you have a hit song or... I
was about to say, even, I feel like I've been having this feeling in my heart, like, look, God didn't make me go and live in London and deal with labels and deal with the whole system there and learn for me to come here and not like show or teach people what's supposed to be done. I think it's going to get to a point where a group of us are going to have to get together
and
say, look, we have to be the change.
Because you guys have the map piece now.
Yeah, bro. Trust me. We have
You, Sap, Stoneboy,
Yeah.
you guys have to team up together
we have to.
and bring the conversation.
We have
Because
to.
if you guys don't do that,
We
the
have
next
to.
generation is going to
We'll
suffer. Because
Yep.
Amateur
Yep.
the likes
Yep.
never took that opportunity.
Bro, I cannot believe Amasdede probably, bro, he doesn't know how much joy he brought to people, but I promise you, he didn't see 10% of
Yes,
the money he should have sold, bro.
Yes.
He should have seen.
Yes.
Parties that we heard his songs.
But imagine if the system was in place. The money is going to catch up.
Bro. So we need to find a way. But it's a combo. I think it's a combo that can be had.
We should extend this conversation.
I think we should, bro. I think it's a good idea. I mean, I've been saying this anyway. So for me,
You have to take the action.
yeah, that's what it is. And bro, if we have people like you, like as you're saying, Sark, Stoneboy, you know, your small gods, your people who have promised, people that have been medical,
Yes.
they've been abroad, they've seen.
And they have the voices.
So it's up to us now
Yes.
to band together and say, guys, enough is enough. We all have to eat. Do you know what I'm saying? And we'll find, bro. We'll find it, man. We'll find it.
How do you promote your songs?
Bro, it's crazy because I'm probably the worst with promotion. I literally just drop music and
it goes.
Yeah, and what we try to do is we do some.
I really have some viruses.
Yeah, that like dance challenges. We have viral songs. What we do, like, we might have some big dancers that we know do a choreography. So even just 3 weeks ago, I dropped a song called My Touch, and our friends Nife and Johnny, you know, they are very big on their own. They have their own fans and crowd. So when they do things tend to go viral anyway. So when we partnered up with them, what they did is they created the routine for the song on Insta Live.
Okay.
So the fans were tuned in while they were creating the dance move, and they were also inputting. Oh, we don't like this move. Change this one. Oh yeah, we like that one. So you see, by the time they finished the choreography, everybody was watching it because they were all on live. So it was about 1,000 people in total. Everybody feels like they're invested in the song. Do you know what I'm saying? So when the song dropped, bro, we didn't even have to talk like this. If I show you now, bro, we've got over I think 1 or 2 million views on TikTok. The amount of videos that are coming on Instagram, the same, bro. So the internet is free. I always say to people, the internet is free, bro. It's free as in, once you pay for the internet service, what you can actually do is endless.
Perform that particular song you spoke about.
My Touch?
Yes.
Okay. It goes, I get a model girl tall, put her body on call. I took the honey on top. I put the money on top. I put the money on. Said she falling in love. Said she feeling my G, she feeling my style, she loving my touch. Big record.
But do you dance?
But if you're gonna make me dance, you have to dance as well. So be careful. Your next words, be careful.
Now let's talk about
I like how he moved on there.
So for how long are you going to be in town?
About 3 months.
And what are some of the activities
that we want to plan? Yeah, so obviously we've been coming back. Every time we come back, we do enjoyment. But now for me, it's like, I feel like we should try and use who we are, what we have, the little we have to give back. And when I say give back, I'm not saying that like we're here to come and make someone say they're poor or anything like that. But if we can do workshops, even some things like workshops, I was like, Dance with Lloyd is one of my good friends. So he's always here, and we were speaking the other day, and I was like, bro, what do you think about if we went to like different areas, not like the main places, areas that people don't generally go to, and we go with a party bus, bro. You know what I mean? And dancers, food, everything. And we go and we set up in this area, and we have workshops with these children, and we have a party for them. It doesn't cost us that much to do that, bro. But the impact of what it will have on them, it will always be in their mind. Like, it will be something that they can say that, yo, I remember when these people came here and did this. And you don't know what that seed will do for that child, bro. So for me, I think it's time, for me anyway, to start giving back, bro. So that's my whole mind process, and how I'm thinking now is to try and work towards giving back. So that's why I'm here, bro. Longer term.
You find a very nice conversation.
Yes,
do you have some few words to share?
Firstly, I just want to big up Kobby. You know what I mean? I really appreciate you guys coming out. I want to shout out everybody in Ghana that's supporting me. You know what I mean? Legacy Entertainment, you guys know it's love. You know what I mean? Quaps. You know what I mean? Big Quaps. Tunde, Selly B, B7, Tito, Skanky. Everybody that has helped. It's not been an easy journey, bro. But there's been a lot of people that have been involved. Nana, you know me, Small God, to help us get to where we are. So me, I'm grateful for everybody. Everybody I've missed out, I apologize, I'm grateful. Keep supporting. We've got new music coming, more music, and keep supporting my brother too.
Your top 5 artists in Ghana?
Number one, because they're my I'll put them at number 1 together. Medical and Promise.
But they are solo artists.
I know, but so you have to choose one.
Yeah, choose one.
Hey, this one. No comment. Let's go to number 3. So I've done number 1. I'm not going to decide number 1 or 2. But number 3, I love J Bad from Kumasi. I think his whole brand, his voice, everything epic. Sinner Soul.
Oh!
I think Sinner Soul's voice is. She sings in God, right?
Yes.
Amazing.
You love Sinner Soul.
I think she's amazing. And Amare. Yeah, very different. Amare's sound is glorious. So Ghana right now, obviously I love my Shatters, my Sark. Those are my big bros. So for me, if I say them, it's unfair because they all our favorites. They've been our favorites.
Yes.
So if we're going to talk about, they've been me, they're our favorites. So we already know that. But for now, those are the 5 I named. Those are my current people that I feel like, they're doing things for us.
What are some of the food you enjoy when it comes together?
Kenki.
Kenki.
Me. Kenki.
No, so at this point, let's try and speak.
Okay.
Oba Ghana, Yanabenadi.
Let me pay Dokuno.
Dokuno.
Any shit to any chinam.
Dokuno, no say, you can open a whole fancy Dokuno.
Me pay and cry Dokuno.
You can open Dokuno. Hey. You can open up.
You get me? Kenki master. Me pay Kenki. I love it.
And I'm Oba Ghana, I join to be an apple.
You call pork belly, you call Kyei. Sweet aroma. You call sweet aroma.
That's my place.
I
promoted them.
When invite you,
doesn't
invite us. That's our friend.
Some of the call. So shoe and sneakers. They're not sneakers. iPhone and Samsung.
iPhone. iPhone all there. Say iPhone. So okay, Samsung men friend. I'm joking. Do you know why? My road managers on iPhone. Everything but iPhone. On iPhone. Hey, so you're different, I don't know why. So me funny calls. That's from me.
And back to one and I'm Marco.
Both.
No,
that one there.
Yeah, we taste it.
Me taste. Me taste. I like food. Me pay so when I'm hungry, it doesn't matter. It's the food we eat. You know?
Usually.
Yes, sir.
Open Martin and Tetia. Open because
not Tetia, but you know what I mean? You gotta be. And so, what for cry?
Adjustment.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Little bit. You get me?
Open slim and open obolo.
And that again, me minded because it depends on. Well, you know, more cushy for the pushing, like they say. No, but me I don't really have a time. Anytime. It depends on the man.
Air conditioner or ceiling fan?
Aircon. AC for life.
You people, now you get money.
I swear, bro. But it's because Miss Ro fan. Say, if it drops, then I'm in trouble, bro. So AC all day.
The person who took Obi your mommy. We bought it, no, random.
Hey, don't test me.
How much did they do?
Nah, man, you're finishing me, bro.
Can promise.
Me nem do poxa moda. Não se a temposa. Sana temposa. Eu sempre mais din como eu amanhã se a temposa. I might just turn into promise.
Yo, so that was a great conversation to our head. I mean, as being the man Eugy. My name is Kobby. Make sure you follow Eugy on your social media, Instagram.
Yes, Eugy official on everything. You find everything Eugy official.
So God bless you guys for staying in tune. I want to say a big thank you to my creative director, Abe Kumos. God bless you. Yo, polish so you shall don't give up.
Never
Never give up. Stay blessed. Goodbye. Let's enjoy some music.